Well, tomorrow's game would allow us to finish the group stage, where so far we have done very well. We have another chance tomorrow to play the best game possible. This is the most important thing. Then individual statistics, like reaching the level of a legend like Munoz did, makes me happy. And just keep on going, that's it. I think that talking about the problems we have with injured players seems to me to lack a respect for what other players are doing, to how they are doing. They are doing very well. I think that thinking about what we don't have is not as important to think about what we have. Well, I don't know. I don't know about this. I think that Simeone's case is a special case, as it has been like that for Ferguson in Manchester United or Wenger. The life of a coach at a club is much shorter. So congratulations. I'm glad he's been able to spend so many years in that club. This is not a surprise. Mazzarri is a great coach. He is an expert and knows Italian football well, and he is a great friend. I think the change of coach always adds a motivation for the players, which is what has happened. For example, in the match against Atalanta has shown precisely that. So this is the greatest motivation of the team. I have had a very good time in Napoli. I have said that many times before, so there is no revenge or anything like that. He is right. I have asked the contract renewal for Carvajal until 2030. So in this sense, we have agreed to push the club a little to renew together. Of course, it's a joke. Thank you, Carvajal. He is an example of seriousness. Absolutely not. No advice from my part, of course. Xabi, like me, knows the football world very well. If there are criticisms, sometimes it can happen, yes. But this is quite normal. And Xabi has the experience to handle all this very well, because he lives in this football world like myself. He is a little younger than me, but he knows the environment very well. And I think that he has all the resources to handle this situation well. Yes, he has talked about it a lot, and there has been a lot of talk about the youth players that don't play, but now is the moment that we have to take advantage of the quality of the club's youth team. Young players has contributed despite the few mins they have had, such as Nico, Gonzalo. We have also Mario Martinez available. We may also have Theo Zidane. So to tell you the truth, I have a lot of confidence in them. I think that the work that Raul is doing with the youngsters is a fantastic work. The young players get here and they come ready to play with us. But obviously I have to prioritize the players that have played less in the last few games, like Ibrahim, like Lucas Vasquez, like Fran Garcia, who hasn't played much. Well, the first leg was a well-balanced game. I do agree with what you said. Things changed along the game for both sides. There have been moments where we saw Napoli controlling the game, and some others when Real Madrid controlled the game. I think tomorrow's game will be pretty much the same. It won't be different in this sense. Napoli's counterattack is quite dangerous, especially with Osimhen, and clearly it is an aspect that we have to take into account to avoid problems. I don't know. Obviously, for Milan, I am very fond of, for all the teams in which I have all been able to work for, I wouldn't rule out any. I also remember the first team I managed at the beginning of my career. I don't want to disrespect anyone by reading a table, a classification. But having said that, I have something special for Milan because I have been a Milan player and later a coach, and something special for Madrid, obviously, simply because Madrid is the biggest club in the world. About Lunin. It's true that I don't want him to think that tomorrow is the last game for him. The day Kepa returns, he will compete for the starter position, a position that Lunin has earned by playing very well lately. There is competition for the starting lineup. This is good for us because we have two great goalkeepers. Que puedan aportar cada uno con sus calidades al equipo.